But why are we talking about Rocky?
Sadly, news just broke a few minutes ago.
Oh, no.
That Carl Weathers, Apollo Creed from Rocky, has passed away at the age of 78.
Oh, man. That was the best one, Stu. Well, that's sad. How are we supposed to change that? You should have left with that, not led with that, Rhino.
I know. I need to go away for a minute.
I know.
That is really sad. He's such a good actor.
Mm-hmm. Well, but at least we can pay honor to the work that he did, and everybody can go watch Rocky this weekend. I'm sure it'll be streaming in all different places. But it is the Friday, so we do have Tanya in the house here on Good Things to Talk Movies. So what we got this weekend?
Well, there is one that is very highly anticipated called Argylle. And this one's interesting. I think we touched on this a little bit last week, but there's like a whole conspiracy theory out there that this movie is based on a book. And there's all kinds of people that believe Taylor Swift wrote the book. And they point to like her video. One of her videos, she's at a typewriter with red hair, and the author of the book is about a writer. That writer has red hair. She has a cat. Taylor Swift has a cat. Anyway, all these dots have been connected. I don't really keep up with Taylor's comings and goings, but I think it's
time.
I know, but I'm thinking all of her little Swifties may go see it, so might not be a bad thing, and it might be somebody
knew what they were doing.
I was going to say somebody on the production team might have let that little tidbit out there just to stir interest. Yeah. But so it's about an author named Ellie Conway, and she writes spy books, and she's working on the 5th book in a very popular series, but she finds herself suffering from writer's block, and so she takes a train trip to go see her mother with her cat, and she is approached by a real-life spy who informs her that, hey, I don't know what you're doing, but everything you're writing is really happening, and there are a bunch of bad guys out there that are about to come for you because they think you know something. And so the good spy kind of takes her and protects her, and they just go on this adventure. And she really doesn't know if he's a good guy or a bad guy. I mean, everybody in the movie, no one is to be trusted. And so there's a lot of twists and turns, a lot of surprises, but it's a fun movie. It's one of those that probably went on about 20 minutes too long, but I feel like it does its job. It's about 2 hours and 20 minutes of really just entertaining you, a nice little escape from the world, which is what we want. But the director of this movie, he is the guy that is behind the Kingsman movies. And so this is designed to be a trilogy, and I guess we'll have to see how it does at the box office to see if that happens. But it sort of is in the same vein as the Kingsman movies. So kind of silly, spoofy spy. But a stellar cast. Henry Cavill plays Argylle, her fictitious agent. And Bryce Dallas Howard is the author Ellie. And I just love her. I think she's such a great actress and underrated, too. Sam Rockwell, it's kind of fun to see him do something different. Bryan Cranston is in it, and he's a bad guy, which we've seen that from him before. Catherine O'Hara, Dua Lipa is in it, so she's having a great year. I mean, of course, she's a singer, and she's received all kinds of nominations for Dance the Night Away from the Barbie movie. And anyway, the list goes on. John Cena, Samuel L. Jackson.
Didn't see that coming.
And Chip plays the cat. And Chip, I believe, I saw an interview with Bryce earlier this week, and I believe she said Chip is the real-life cat of Claudia Schiffer.
How do you put your cat in?
I know.
Like, we need to make a movie star out of Porch Cat. How do we get her an agent?
I know. But yeah, I mean, it's funny to hear the behind the scenes. That's what there's like agencies in LA. That's all they do is provide animals. So I don't know if this cat has an agent.
I don't know. It would be more frustrating doing children, like trying to have small children to do right on stage or on camera, or pets.
Yeah, I know. That's so funny. But I will tell you also, we're used to bonus scenes with all of these superhero movies, and we've got one here. So as soon as the movie's over, don't run away. There's a mid-credit scene.
What's this one rated?
I think it's PG-13. I forgot to write that down, but there was nothing major bad. You just, the fun action.
Do you look forward to the next one if there is one?
Yeah, I think so. It's just a good one. To me, it's the perfect February movie because we're coming off of some of the heavier movies that were up for Oscars, trying to get that Oscar love. Usually those are a little bit heavier content. It's almost Valentine's Day, so this is a good, go out on a date kind of movie.
What else we got out there?
That's really it as far as, a big release this weekend, but a lot of our Oscar nominees are being re-released into the theaters. So the biggest, of course, is Oppenheimer. It's got a new theatrical release, so if you missed it the first time, go see it.
Pack snacks.
Yeah, it is a long one, but, unlike Argylle, that one went by so fast, and I'm not knocking Argylle. It's just some movies need to be longer, and Oppenheimer was great.
Oppenheimer, and it was great, but I would have rather been at the movie theater for 3 hours and just sort of tucked away and knew that's what was going to happen. You almost by that 2 hours or whatnot at home, you're like, oh my God, I'm ready to go to bed, or you kind of are like, okay, come on now, I got life here to do whenever. So it's kind of a long one to stream unless you're willing to pause and do your life, or you just really are ready to veg out for
Yeah. I just found myself on the edge of my seat when I saw it, and I just felt like it went by really fast. One more thing, if you're a fan of The Chosen, this is more of a TV series. The new season is actually being released in theaters.
Oh wow!
So if you want to check that out,
is it released as in they've put it together as a movie?
I think so. I think it's 3 episodes together, so it's long too. It's I want to say 3.5 hours.
It'll be interesting how that does.
Yeah. So anyway, so that's out there for you if you're. I know it's supposed to rain tomorrow, so that's a great day to go to the theater. But if you don't want to get wet, get into the theater, Freevee, which is kind of an offshoot of Amazon, and it's free, like its name says, they've got Sing 2. So if you missed that one in theaters, now's your chance to see it. So next week we've got Dune is actually being re-released, the original. Or not the original, but the one that is the prequel to the one that's about to come out. So it's coming back out again next weekend, so everybody can get ready for part 2, which is coming out March 1st.
I feel like I'd have to go back and watch the first one. I remember the ending left you kind of hanging, but now I don't remember why.
Yeah, I'm going to have to watch it again too. It's sometimes I worry about myself because it won't be not that much time will have passed, and I'll go back and watch a movie and it's almost like a brand new movie, and I feel like that's what Dune is going to be like, but I'm definitely going to watch it again. And also One Love is coming out Valentine's Day. This is the Bob Marley story, and it is getting stellar reviews, so it'll be interesting to see how it does.
That'd be cool. That'd be one I would enjoy streaming. I don't know if I go to the movies to sort of see that, but I would stream it.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with Jeremy London's movie on Prime?
No.
Open, or
before
Amazon?
I came in here, I looked at the trailer, and it looks interesting. It's about a wife who's kind of disenchanted with her relationship, and she and her husband decide we're going to date other people.
Terrible idea.
Anyway, she goes for her teenage heartthrob crush, who is played by Jeremy.
Oh, well, if we were looking for something to stream, we don't want to get out. We can support a little bit of a. Well, I guess he is a Mississippian.
Yeah.
He claims us, so we'll claim him
for sure.
What are we looking forward to?
I guess probably there's a new Ghostbusters coming out in March, kind of on the tail end of spring break. I'm getting excited about that one. They're starting to have more previews for it. So that's exciting.
I've seen several friends have their countdown for Beetlejuice, September 6th. That's CJ's 5th birthday. How interesting. So I will remember, I will know when Beetlejuice is coming out.
But they just released the official title for it, and it's not going to be Beetlejuice 2.
Oh.
It's Beetlejuice Beetlejuice.
Oh.
So I wonder if there will be a third one.
The tagline is "Dare to say it again."
That's clever.
Yeah.
That is clever. That will be one that will be interesting to see how it turns out. All right, Tanya, thank you for your time. And you guys stick with us. We got a little bit more for you coming up next.